Alright, so as many of you know, Blade Runner is one of my favorite films of all time. I talk about it literally 24/7, 365, day in, day out. I live and breathe Rick Deckard, the Blade Runner, who hunts down replicants and kills them, okay? He is my daddy. And then, many of you know that Blade Runner 2049 was one of my favorite films. Now, my favorite film of 2017, and I got to pick up this beautiful Steelbook. Now, there's a whole story behind this. I had to get out of my bed at 9 a.m. That's not early for a lot of people. That's early for Manny Leota. So I get out of my bed at 9:30. I drive all the way down to Best Buy, which is 15 minutes down the road. Okay? I get there because I heard that these things are going to sell out like that. I was like, oh, nobody in where I live even knows what Blade Runner is, so whatever. I get there, right? 10 minutes before they even open, there's a whole pack of cars sitting out there like a pack of wolves. Just I thought to myself, why is everybody here? Is there a new laptop out? Is there a new TV? Lo and behold, the door's open. Everybody runs to the door. I thought, well, if everybody's going for that Blade Runner Steelbook, which I don't think they are, if they do, I'm screwed. And little did I know, yeah, everybody went for the Steelbook and a bunch of other stuff. And first off, I didn't even realize that anybody even knew what Blade Runner was. B, I didn't even realize anybody knew what the Steelbook was. I'm gonna stop manhandling this because this is apparently really rare, which I'll get to right now. So I walk into Best Buy. The whole stack of Blade Runner Steelbooks is toasted. There's 2 left. 2, okay? And an old man was sitting there. He was eyeing it up, okay? And then somebody else grabbed his Steelbook as he was eyeing it up. And so I thought to myself, oh God, I cannot let this old man, whoever you are, I'm sorry, but I cannot let you get in the way of me getting my Blade Runner Steelbook. I live and breathe Blade Runner. There is no way that this old man is going to grab the Steelbook before me. So what do? I become the biggest asshole on the planet. I run in front of this guy as he's sitting there stroking his chin, trying to decide what to get. And I snatch the Steelbook. I run straight to the Best Buy counter. I'm like, hey, I don't care if this is $85. I need this. Check me out right now. Honestly, I did feel terrible. But you want to know something? I'm a hungry film critic. I'm not a film critic. Let's scratch that back. I'm a hungry film geek, okay? I love movies. And granted, I don't know that man's life. I don't know who that man even was. But I can assure you that I'm a bigger Blade Runner fan slash movie fan slash Steelbook fan slash Blu-ray fan than he will ever be. I'm so sorry, I'm off the rails right now. I love Blade Runner, and I got this. I thought this was a steal. And then, literally, I stole this from the old man stroking his chin, trying to figure it out. But I've seen Blade Runner 2049 5 times, and I think to myself, you know what, Denis Villeneuve, he's one of my favorite directors. I was going to pull out Prisoners to even show you that I had it. I also own Enemy, which is just fantastic, too. But I think he pulled off the most impossible task, which is creating Blade Runner 2049, the sequel to Blade Runner, and perfecting it. And honest to God, I don't know exactly how to put this. I love Blade Runner and I love 2049 very much, and I don't actually know which one I like more. Because frankly put, you know, it's great to say that the original is an original and you have to respect it, but like 2049, as a man growing up in 2017, it's really rare to see films like 2049 come out, let alone be just as good as the predecessor, which is Blade Runner, which is like a masterpiece. So it's very weird for me to sit here and like pick apart the two and figure out which one I like more. I don't actually know, because I've seen Blade Runner, the original, like 8 times, and I've seen 2049 about 5 times. And I'm so conflicted. I love Blade Runners and the whole world and everything so much, and they go hand in hand. You know, this was a necessary sequel. You know, they had a story that had to be told, and the story was so just redeemable. By the end of the movie, you're like, wow, this was an actually needed story. Like, this actually worked really well. This is a sequel that definitely had more to tell, and it expanded on the themes of the original, and it expanded on the world of the original, and it updated the whole technology of the original. But the thing about it is, it's like, I think it might be a better film than the original. Don't really know exactly how to describe it, but every time I watch 2049, I can sense that Denis Villeneuve had complete control. Whereas Ridley Scott, he had mostly control, from what I heard. Until, of course, the editing process came, and then there was all 35 different versions of the film. But this is not me trying to decide which one's better. This is me telling you that, you know what? If you're out and about and you're trying to figure out exactly where to go and what to watch on that rainy Sunday afternoon, then I would highly recommend Blade Runner 2049. And I would highly recommend checking out the Steelbook. So real quick, let's just do a little thing about this. So the Steelbook is a matte finish, yes, I can speak now, matte, and the spine is just as beautiful as well. Look at that, tasty, right? And then the back too, absolutely perfection. And then, I love the inside work too. Oh boy. So I frankly don't want to take the discs out because I'm a cheapo and it takes like 5 seconds and I'm lazy. So yeah, that's Officer K Spinner. Or I don't think he was even called a spinner. I don't even know what they were called in this film. If you've not seen Blade Runner or 2049, come to my house. I will cordially invite you inside and we will watch it together. Because guess what? I have shown, I think, 6 people Blade Runner. I have introduced Blade Runner to over 6 people. And each time I am gaining something new from the film, and they're obviously getting introduced to the world of Blade Runner. And it's a great feeling to show that I am this Blade Runner salesman who comes out of the darkness and is like, hey, you ever hear of Blade Runner? Well, come with me because we're gonna watch it. And you might be a little scared, but that's okay. I don't know. The point is that if you want to watch Blade Runner, you come to my place. I got plenty of movies to choose from, but the one we're watching tonight is Blade Runner. This is Officer Deckard signing off. That wasn't even a line.